You can count on this morning starts now.
A cold front moved through the area last night. Here's where it is currently located on radar and satellite imagery. So there is cloud cover a little bit lagging behind that frontal boundary. So that's why we're seeing those clouds currently at the coast. But this was a pretty strong front, bringing in a lot of cold air advection from the north. And you can see even up here in the Ohio Valley, northern Kentucky, it's snowing there. So luckily, it's definitely not going to snow here this week, but it is going to feel a lot more like fall. So here's what we're looking at for today. Mostly cloudy to partly sunny as we go through the late morning time, but a lot more sunshine on the way for the afternoon. Clear skies overnight, winds directly from the north and on the breezier side, 16 to even 14 miles per hour and staying chilly. Roughly getting to about 60-62 degrees is the high temperature for today at the coast. Inland going to be a little bit cooler at 1 p.m. only 57 degrees, 56 at 4 p.m. Winds still going to be a little bit breezier, 7 to 10, so not as strong as what we're expecting at the coast. But as we head into tonight, low temperatures are going to be close to freezing, not expected to quite get there, mainly because we're dealing with some breezier conditions. Frost is not expected, but I would go ahead and protect your plants anyway. Jennifer?
Thank you, Hannah.
And walking out the door this morning, I would definitely take a jacket. At 10 a.m., the beach is only going to be at 58 degrees, even cooler inland at 54. And really, it's just going to be a chilly day. Have a jacket on hand at all times, honestly.
Okay, well, good to know. Thank you for letting us know. And stay tuned because we'll have much more at the top of the hour.
We begin this morning with quite the variety of temperatures. We're seeing upper 40s in Camden and Sumter, mid 50s for the heart of the PD, and still in the lower 60s along the coast. So a little bit all over the place, but regardless, it's jacket weather now. And your dew points are already in the 30s, really feeling the effects of that front. And even just in the last 30 minutes or so, Florence's dew point has dropped 7 degrees. Already seeing those lower 40s and mid 50s at the coast, so much more refreshing air is going to be around for today. And it's going to be a nice day to do any form of outdoor activities as long as you have your jacket on, even going shopping at noontime. 59 degrees and mostly sunny at the beaches and 56 for inland. So all in all, not looking too bad. At least it'll finally feel like November.
Right now on News 13.
Real-time radar.
Welcome back. Well, technically every day is a holiday, and I just educated myself. Well, I guess Jennifer educated me. It's National Pickle Day, even though I don't know how much I would want to eat a pickle when it's cold outside. But nonetheless, we do have big changes on the way for the second half of this weekend. It's all due to this cold front, which is now offshore. It is going to gradually be taking this cloud cover with it, but also it brought in some northerly winds, cold air advection, cooler, drier air is all that means. And if we look up here in the Ohio Valley, that cold front caused some snow. So luckily, that's 100% not going to be the case here. And for those headlines, the cooler, drier air, thanks to the front, and it's going to be much cooler tonight. In fact, we could be looking at some patchy frost, though winds are going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour, and frost really does not like that. So if we do have some frost, it's going to be very, very isolated in nature. No means for a frost advisory from the National Weather Service. But looking now at your muggy meter, very pleasant air is going to be in place for the next couple of days with dew points only in the 30s and 40s. Then on Tuesday, we're going to see those rise back into the 50s because a warm front will be lifting through the area. And also that's going to mean some rain chances are on the way. So going into the Futurecast, do still have those clear conditions in place for this afternoon. A little bit more cloud cover is going to try to come around Monday evening, but a great start to your day on Monday, heading to work or school, but it is going to be on the chillier side. So definitely have that jacket with you. By 6 p.m., beginning to see that cloud cover come out of the south, following the projections of that warm front, which will be lifting this way. And by the noontime, it's going to be halfway through the viewing area. That's why we're going to see these moisture chances, rain chances kind of increase. Rain's going to be on the lighter side, and it's not completely widespread. It is going to be periodic on and off throughout the course of the day. And then that trailing cold front is going to be moving through very early Wednesday morning. That'll take the cloud cover back, and it is going to lead to an additional cool down once we get to the middle of the week. So these high temperatures for today are below average. After we already broke 6 high temperature records this month, we're going to be below average for most of this week. So we're looking at 60 in Florence as your high temperature, not even making it to the 60s for your inlandmost communities and along the border belt as well. 62 for the Grand Strand. That's about 5 degrees below average. But check this out. These low temperatures for tonight are going to be frigid, 33 to 34 degrees, so no 32s on here. So freezing is not expected, but isolated areas could drop a degree, especially for forecasting 33 in Hartsville. Not out of the question to get down to 32. Upper 30s expected for the coast. That marine forecast, winds out of the northwest, 10 to 15. Waves are typical at 2 to 3 feet. The UV index for today is a 4. And here's your 7-day forecast. A lot more sunshine on the way for the next couple of days, even cooler for your Monday. High temperature at the beach, only 58 degrees, but then we go on a warming trend for a couple of days. Rain comes back into play on Tuesday, back to 60 on Wednesday, but then a big cool down for Thursday and Friday. High temperatures only 50 on Friday. It's going to lead to big changes for the day today. A little bit of cloud cover around, but that will be decreasing as we go through the afternoon time. Radar imagery over the last 3 hours hasn't seen a drop of rain. There were some showers just to the north and coastal North Carolina, but not a whole lot going on now. Your dew points are going to be much lower for today, so the humidity is really going to be in check. It's also going to be a little bit cooler for today, and those overnight low temperatures are going to be pretty chilly, very close to freezing. Could see some patchy frost, but it does look like that's really going to be unlikely, as we're going to have some breezier conditions in place, and temperatures cold today, but even colder for tomorrow. Looking at that muggy meter over the next couple of days, dew points are going to be very pleasant in the 30s and 40s, but notice that pretty sharp increase that's going to be on the way for your Tuesday. Dew points going to be back to nearly 60 degrees at the coast. It's still comfortable, don't get me wrong, but we will see that humidity increase ever so slightly as a warm front is going to be moving through the area. So let's go ahead and check out the timing for that. First, beginning with this afternoon, very clear skies, calm into the overnight hours, a great start for tomorrow. Beginning your work week off on a good note, though it will be on the chillier side. At least we're going to have clear skies. We will see that cloud cover build in the southern part of our viewing area. Monday evening, it'll push to the north, and it does look like it's going to be pretty overcast to start the day on Tuesday. We will have a little bit of onshore flow that helps to increase the moisture. And then we'll see some shower activity coming into play Tuesday afternoon. It's not completely widespread. There will be pockets of rain here and there, but it does look like a large majority of Tuesday is going to have some shower activity around. Still going to have some rain around at 8 o'clock. Warm front rising through the area. The trailing cold front will be moving through very early on Wednesday. This is going to lead to an additional cool down for later in the week. And as soon as that front moves through, we'll have those sunny skies return. High temperatures for today are well below average. Not even making it to 60 for Hartsville, Cheraw, along the border belt as well. Lower 60s to near 60 degrees is what's expected for most of the viewing area. It's about 5 to 7 degrees below average. And your low temperatures for tonight following that trend, but that gap between normal and observed temperatures is going to be even higher. We're talking about 10 degrees below average and pretty close to freezing for Hartsville, Scranton, and King Street at 33. So just go ahead and be proactive and protect your plants, because 32 is, really not that far off from 33 degrees. But winds are going to be a little bit breezy, so it is going to be a little bit harder for that frost to develop. The UV index for today, moderate at a 4. And here's your 7-day forecast, where a lot of sunshine on the way for the next couple of days and a cooling trend. 62 today, 58 tomorrow. Then we're going to see those temperatures increase to get to the middle of the work week. Also going to see that rain chance come into play Tuesday afternoon into the evening time. Warmest day is actually going to be on Wednesday at 60 degrees, but then we're right back down into the mid 50s, and Friday only has a high of 50 degrees.